Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Here we go all over again. Remember last year? Actually, I'm seeing now it was in October of 2021, quite a while ago, almost 2 years ago, right? We made that video of Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot promoting the celebration for this championship run of the WNBA Chicago team. I don't even know what they're called, so I'm just gonna call them the WNBA Chicago team. They put all this money in advertising and setting up the event and getting permits, and then when the championship parade started, well, nobody showed up. A hugely viral moment. I think the video that I recorded on it got like over 1 million views. Well over 1 million views, if I'm not mistaken. Well, here we go again with another WNBA fail. The Democrat feminists are big mad after they made this big comeback event with Brittney Griner making her triumphant return. They probably thought it was going to be exactly what the WNBA needed to get back on top a huge viral moment. And well, as predictably as ever, it flopped. Huge fail, and now they're angry. It's your fault. It's our fault. It's everybody's fault but their own. Let me show you guys exactly what's going on. The leftist copium continues. We've got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so Brittney Griner's triumphant return is here. Kamala Harris was present during the event. Here's what was happening in the locker room.
I'm so sweaty, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Have inspired so many people, showing the courage and the dignity and the grace. And then for you to be back on the court is so incredible.
That's right.
And for all the people that look like us and need to know nothing is going to knock you down, that's good. That's real good.
That means a lot.
Thank you for all that you did in supporting Brittney. Because I know that was rough and that was so difficult for you. A team is a team, that's family.
On behalf of the W and the players, tonight is a game, but we're also celebrating the return of one of our own, and what the Biden administration did to make that happen is like really, really important. I'm serving as the president of our union, and it was not easy. We know that it wasn't easy, but we just want to say thank you so much for everything that you did for us to be able to play against BG tonight.
You and the union, the members, were such an important partner to us in being able to bring her home. You all made a huge difference, and I thank you for that.
I mean, just listening to Kamala Harris speak, I can't tell why this isn't the most popular event in sporting history. I mean, what a product. You would expect so many people to be present. Well, not exactly. Yeah, it pretty much looks like the stadium was half empty, if not more than half empty, maybe 40 to 45% capacity. And don't get me wrong, and if you really think about it, by WNBA standards, I mean, that's pretty good. After a massive championship last year, I mean, the streets were literally empty. In this case, it looks like you got some butts and some seats. Not bad, right? You'd expect the WNBA to be thrilled with this result. Looking at some of the reports, as Brittney Griner returned to the court yesterday with special guest Kamala Harris, over 10,000 fans showed up for a team that only averages around 5,600 fans a game during last season, so they almost doubled their average. They usually pull in around 5,600 fans during a single game, and this time they got 10,000 or a little bit over 10,000. As expected, usually these stadiums fill, I guess, like 21 to 25,000 if I'm not mistaken. It looked about half full, around 10,000 people. Let's get the actual numbers. It looks like I was just a little bit off. The official seating capacity for the Phoenix Mercury Stadium, or the Footprint Center, is 18,422. They were more than 50% capacity. That's pretty good. You'd expect them to be elated, to be beyond excited. Well, of course, nothing's ever good enough. In the world of woke, now is it? Here's the Phoenix Mercury head coach venting her frustration about not selling out the arena.
Like, I expected more, to be honest, right? Like, it was great, it was loud, but how was it not a sellout? How was it not a sellout?
It's never good enough. And what a ridiculous sense of entitlement. Let's really put it into perspective, huh? Brittney Griner goes to Russia bringing drugs, and not just accidentally forgetting a vape capsule in one of her bags, just an innocent mistake, literally tries smuggling multiple vape capsules. From my perspective, cannabis is relatively benign. I don't think it should be illegal. So I'm not trying to push some reefer madness propaganda here, but she did something objectively stupid and disrespectful. Russia's a country that has laws. They enforce their laws, and they have a zero tolerance policy with people smuggling illegal substances into their country. She did one of the dumbest things you could possibly do as an international traveler. Put herself and her career at risk, her reputation at risk. She got caught, she got in big trouble, she got sentenced to 10 years. Then after months of negotiation failures, the Biden administration caved into the woke left's demand. Frankly, they only did it because they were taking some heat at the time and they thought that they could change the story and get a positive PR reaction by claiming a massive victory, rescuing a foreign hostage from the evil Russians. By doing what exactly? By trading an international war criminal known as the Merchant of Death to bail Brittney Griner out of her bad decisions. A complete farce. So just ridiculous circumstances here, and decisions that probably most Americans don't agree with. That's the context. And now this WNBA coach is real angry after all of that, after this whole story, that people didn't blindly come to support Brittney Griner, as if it's this massive win for humanity and American democracy. Give me a frickin' break. I wouldn't be caught dead at a WNBA game. Firstly, because it's just a crap product, and that applies even more so in this sort of woke seal clapping support of Brittney Griner's triumphant return. If anything, that's more reason as to why I wouldn't want to be there. I'm gonna maintain my stance on this issue from the start. Nothing changes. I still think we should have left Brittney Griner in Russia. Oh, how could you? Crazy. What a bad person you are for suggesting that. No, she deserved it. She deserved to suffer the consequences of her own actions, like anybody else. If I decided to travel to the Middle East, to China or Russia, bringing in illegal substances, and I got arrested, I would be effed. Nobody would come to my rescue. I would be royally screwed and left to rot in a prison cell. Why should it be any different for privileged Brittney Griner? And showing up to that WNBA game is essentially a celebration of that privilege and these double standards. If you're a celebrity, and certainly if you're a celebrity that's politically connected, well then the Democrats will stop at nothing to make sure they get you back, even if it means trading in the Merchant of Death. And why would they do that exactly? For a cheap political PR stunt. I have no interest in supporting any of it, and that doesn't make me a bad person. The faux outrage is pathetic. I'm just a person with the ability to critically think without getting overly emotional. It's pretty much that simple. It's no surprise why they didn't fill the stadium, and I find their entitlement a little bit disturbing. This is their grand strategy to revive the WNBA, not make a quality product. It's not an entertaining league with high-flying players and dunks and crazy plays with an aggressive play style and intense playoffs. No, for them, what's gonna really revive the league, what's gonna bring them into the spotlight is Brittney Griner getting arrested for smuggling drugs and the incompetent Biden clowns trading an arms dealer. Give me a frickin' break. How dare nobody show up to our games, essentially what they're saying. Take a frickin' hike. The WNBA is lucky that they even exist. They've never turned a profit, not even once. And I think the league was started in the early 2000s or the late 90s, completely subsidized by the men's game. What a joke. That's what I got for you guys though. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Of course, you know that we'd love to have you here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.